one of the most useful and complex indicators. Today we have our fifth lesson on Ichimoku. Hey guys, welcome to MB.Cryptocurrency. My name is Nima, and in this video we're having our fifth lesson, and this is a little bit different compared to other Ichimoku cloud strategy that we have. And let's just add Ichimoku, and I'm just gonna explain why. And same as other one that we already explained, we just don't need anything. We need a cloud on this strategy, but on this one we don't looking for the lower lows or high highs of the cloud compared to strategy that I explained last time. The things that we are looking for the sharp turn of the cloud that makes something like a V or opposite V at some cases. Either at some extreme cases when you have analysis, you're just looking for confirmation, you can look for something like a U shape as well, but this is less desirable, I would say. So this is what are we looking for. All right, imagine that we just find it. In this case, the things that we are looking, we just spot this is change of course in the cloud, we have a V shape, and these areas usually pull the price. If the price is above the cloud, it pulls the price down, or if it is below the cloud, if the price is below the cloud, it just pull it again towards. So if the price is below the cloud, it's just gonna go up, and if the price is above the cloud, it's just gonna pull it down. So this is what happened in this case as well. It was getting close with a little bit of the lag. The price got dropped, and you have to consider this is 4 hours. This strategy for the Bitcoin, it works on 4 hours and daily time frame, sometimes weekly as well. But I do not really recommend to go in a 1 hour or even lower time frame because of the so much volatility, and Ichimoku might not really work that well. In this strategy, maybe there's other strategy that works in lower time frame for the crypto or Bitcoin in general, but this one I don't really suggest. But if you want to try on a forex or stock market, you can maybe try. It depends on which pairs you want to trade. All right, as I said, it's gonna pull the price down. Usually with this trade, you have to wait for a confirmation. Either you wait for the candle confirmation, or you wait for Dungeon channel, a baseline, or you can even make a trend line. And when the trend line broke out, either on the lower time frame, then you can open the trade that we are looking for. Let me try to find a trade that was on a loss, and I'm just going to give you some hints to make your trades even better. This is something that I spot. This is somewhat sounds like a V as well. The reason that I'm considered this as if I would open a trade is because the drop was so massive that I would consider to have a look at it to even open a trade. We imagine that we open a trade. Let me just use a replay mode to make it a little easier. So imagine we were here. We had a cloud anyway, because the cloud is a leading indicator rather than lagging. So it leads what happened like 26. So if you are here, we know what's going to happen. The cloud is going to be in the next 26 candles. All right, imagine with the strategy that we have, we're just going to open a long position in here. As we expect, it's going to pull the price up, and the price getting closer towards the cloud, right? And as you can see, it did not work on this strategy. Despite the fact it kind of pulled, but the thing is the cloud actually went down. Consider the price is going up. And the reason is when you have sometimes that's why I said you have to open this trade with a confirmation. Sometimes we have a trading range, right? And the price doesn't go either below or above. It doesn't close below or above the trading range. And that's the reason that we know that this trend is either really strong or we gotta have a money stagnation. And that's why even at some cases I would open the trades against my strategy to the things, because if this doesn't work when you have a money stagnation and the price is going up in a range, that means for example, in this case, the bears are stronger than the bulls. So, and my strategy does not work on these cases, and that's how I made my strategy a little better with these cases. And let's just find another example to make it more to clarify it. All right, same happened in this way. As you can see, this is something like a V or U that made from here. There's a massive drop from the cloud. And as you can see, it tried to pull the price up, but as you can see, it was like more like a trading range rather than it was pulling it real hard. The cloud was going down rather than the price going up. So if I would even open a trade in this area, I would definitely close it if I see there is like a more money stagnation, because as I said, that means the bears are still really powerful. In this scenario, if the price was above, I would consider the bulls are stronger. So I would not open a long position in this way, right? So that's how I use it and make this trade better. Let's just find a trade that worked to make it better, because we already talked about a lot of cases that it did not work. For example, in this way, we have something like a U sign. As you can see, it's not really strong, but we can somewhat use it. You have to do around 100 backtests, depends on which pairs that you want to trade. Then you have to see the win rate, and you can consider if you want to open a trade at, if you see something like a U rather than a V. We open a long position. In this way, we expect the price pulls up and it pulls the price towards the cloud, even if it broke the cloud and went up. So this is another winning trade. And let's see if we can find anything else. No, this is really flat. This is flat. All right, we can consider this as well. There's another trade that I would say it's like a U basically. And when we open a trade around this area, the thing is, the problem with this area is the cloud is really small in this area, so that shows a little bit of uncertainty. So I wouldn't even open a trade in this, but even if you would, you have to accept a minimal loss. As you know, as we said, if the price really doesn't really go up, even with the confirmation, that means the bears in this scenario are still in power, and the short position are more ideal rather than the long position. And let's looking for this. Oh, that's great. That's a great one. So this one, as you can see, we can see the V. Oh, that's a big one. You can see the V in here. It went down and it went up. The price with a confirmation, you make a trend line around here, and when it broke, you open a short position. See, that's another thing. And you have to consider, we don't have any strategy that works 100% of the time. So you have to play with it. You have to do many back tests, and then you decide if you want to use this strategy in your trading. All I can offer is that I provide some knowledge to you guys, and then you can decide if you want to use it. And the thing is, sometimes I don't really use all this Ichimoku cloud strategy. I just have on each specific pair, I use it. And because I did the back tests, and I don't really make it complex by adding too many things at the same time. Just try to make it as simple as possible, and that is my goal, to teach you how to use Ichimoku, the cloud itself, the baseline, and everything about it to just profit. And that's basically, you're in a financial market to have a profit rather than try to make things hard for yourself to add so many indicators like RSI, MACD. There's so many other indicators that we can see, like channel momentum, DMI. There's so many things you can add it, but you have to make sure you make it as simple as possible. And if you enjoyed this, guys, if you learned something, please subscribe, like this, and press the bell notification. That helps a lot. That gives a lot of information for us that you are looking to learn something, for example, from Ichimoku. And that's why I'm continuing to make some Ichimoku Cloud videos for you guys, so you can learn and use it for your trades. So thank you.